Hi, welcome. It's Bill here for Bill's Bonsai. Welcome indeed. Today in this video I'm going to show you some of the tools that I've used and I'm about to use. So I'll start over here with the cutters. This one you've seen me use in videos. It's a hybrid of a concave cutter, which is what this one is, which I've just took delivery of and not used yet, and a straight edged cutter. So I had one in the past that had like a straight edge. It got all rusty, lost it anyway. I've seen a video or one of the nurseries use a thing called this hybrid cutter, which is the combination of, like I say, the straight edge cutter and the concave one. I thought that'd be a good idea to get a pair of them, so I got them and I used them. I've just took delivery of these concave cutters, which I've not used yet. New to me this year are these little shears from Kimura. They're very, very sharp actually. They've got like a little strap there and spring loaded. The edges are really quite sharp and they do well. And what I'll do is I'll show you, you can see I've used this. They're actually quite sharp, quite good. I've also got the pruners for thicker branches with the same brand. I got them from Amazon this year as well. I haven't used them as yet. Basically you squeeze the handle and this little lock mechanism releases. Not used them yet, like I say, so hopefully I'll use them today and show you. Now I've also got a pair of these shears. You have seen me use these for root pruning, from Spears and Jackson, I think. I got them that came from Amazon. There's a little clip there, hard to get off. That's it. So you've got the Spears and Jackson logo there. These are very sharp as well. They're actually quite big in the hand. So I use these for my roots, and the reason I'm using a separate pair of scissors for my roots, then I won't use these for pruning, like branches and things like that, or little plants, because I want to keep them separate from that. I'm just going to use them for roots only. Something that you haven't seen me use is this little beautiful little saw, a little branch saw. Right, I needed two hands there to open it. So it's a nice little sharp hand saw. It locks into place and then it unlocks with that. I'll show you a cut I made, or a video actually. I'll show you a little short of me using this on a acer that I needed to chop. You see me use, I thought I'd include the root hook here. I got, again, a wee Amazon purchase. With the amount of bonsais that I'm going to be handling, I thought it'd be better just using a root hook. I did have a bent fork, a fork with bent, obviously fork bits, don't know what you call them. And I bent that and used it as a little root rake, but I needed something a bit more substantial. And if you're going to do all the cuts, I suppose I might as well show you the cut paste that I use. Again, this is all available from Amazon. And yep, I've just been using that for, this is my second tube. Yeah, because I think it does expire, because the last tube I had, it kind of started leaking, going a bit funny. So I think they do expire, that stuff. But again, it is available on Amazon. So that's like some of the cutting tools I use on my bonsais and my wee pre-bonsais and trees and stuff. And what I'm going to do now is I've got a hazel. I'll cut to the hazel now. So you see me doing a video of this, repotting this hazel. And I want to trim off that big long shoot. It must be around, about 3.5 feet long. I'm going to do some severe root pruning on it, not root pruning, sorry, branch pruning. I'm going to cut it right back, and I may as well show you some of the tools. So let's get that set up now. So that's me back over at my little storage box that I use as a wee workbench at the moment. And this is, I'll show you another video that's, I'll link that to the end of this video where I repotted this hazel. There's very ugly root system here. I'd love some roots to come out this way, because I actually want to get rid of this big, long, straight little sucker that came out, but it's more like a branch now. But the sort of shape in between here and there is not very nice. So basically I've got this in my hand, these little cutters from Kimura, I got from Amazon, and basically they're really quite very sharp. Let's get in focus here. If I can get that in focus. So let's try to get in focus so you can see. It's actually very sharp indeed, and they're good for, I'm quite surprised. I've got next I'll use the concave cutter, maybe use that. I'm going to cut, by the way, I'm going to be cutting right down to maybe the branches there. It's quite low. So this is a hybrid, sorry, not a concave cutter, but this is like the hybrid cutter. It's a cross between the concave cutter and the sort of straight one. Again, it's the kind of cutters you'd use maybe just like a branch like that and snip off, you know, and then use a bit of cut paste. There we go, it gives a not bad, nice wee cut. Not straight, slightly concave, just to aid the healing. The concave cutters that I have here, I'm going to use that down here actually. I'm going to use them to try and cut this branch off and hold the camera at the same time. Right, they're not the biggest. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so that's that chop there. You could actually use a sharp knife and go around and take some of that edge off. You can see it. Or you can try and use these cutters again. I think it's going to get lots of little buds coming out for the sides here actually. I wonder if this would be easier to use, because these are very sharp. Yeah, these are very sharp. Just take that little bit extra off to smooth that. The ash actually not looking too bad. Right, I'm going to leave it at that and put some paste on there. Now there's another branch there which is not really great, is it? But I think I might, because it's kind of, this main branch sort of curves this way, and this is in the sort of inside of a curve. Yeah, I'd rather it was coming out this side, but I suppose I could chop it maybe back down to there, see if I can get something coming out a wee bit less vertical. I may as well try the aim for it. I mean, it's a bit overkill, I suppose, but I see a bud here and I see a bud there as well, but it's going this way, feel like that. I see a bud over here as well. Hopefully that would come out. So I don't know if I should have it coming up and then maybe going out. So I'll take it to this bud. Again, extremely sharp. Great, actually. It's hard to tell exactly where you're going to be cutting. So these ones are a bit more precise for, you know, knowing exactly where you're going to cut. Like that. Hooray, I've kept the bud there. Thank goodness. A little bit of touch cut paste on that. Now hopefully that'll go this way. Go off in that direction. Now I'm just going to adjust my camera for the next cuts. Right. You see that okay? Yeah, I think you can. Now the branch goes up another, from here it goes up another 18 inches. 18 inches at least from there it goes up. That's actually going to be, there's a bud coming off from that bottom of that branch. So it's like two branches about to emerge from there. So I was just going to plan to trim this back to a couple of buds and cut that off right here and keep that as a new leader. Yep, that's what I think I'll do. However, looking at this thing, I wonder if I should cut this. I don't know if you can see that. Don't know if I should cut this thicker branch off and let that one develop. As it's lower down, then it'll be thinner. So I think I might try a sneaky one and do that actually. I can get right in there with the concave, with the hybrid. I keep calling them concave, that's not their hybrid cutters. Keep that one. Hopefully that branch will develop. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that actually. Okay, stick a little cut paste on there. And now, I wonder if I should use a saw on this. I mean, my cutters would cut it no problem. Maybe should use these pruners so you can see it working on a thicker branch. So I was thinking of cutting it like that. Yep, this is some major chops actually. There we go, back in focus hopefully. Right. Now I'm using the edge of the blade, this cutting blade, as a guide. And there we go. There's some buds there, which is fine. There's a lot of little buds coming from the bottom of this here as well, which we'll just take off. I don't want them. Right, hybrid cutters. Let's take this little bit off. Now I suppose I could use the convex cutters, these ones, to try and make it more hollow, but I'm going to leave it and let it recover before I start chopping things, shaping, you know, like carving it down or whatever. So that's part of what I took off. I wonder what would happen if I stuck that in a bit of water. Some of the leaders, some of the little shoots, stick them in a wee jar with water. But that is what I'm left with for the hazel. I'm not sure about that now. Maybe I should just cut it down to there, eh? Yeah, okay, I've convinced myself. Right, so hope we can see this. So I think that was off camera. But there's a little bud here. I just didn't like that. I'm just going to change positions and see if I can cut a wee bit better. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that now. Bit of cut paste on there. And hopefully we've got the makings of a nice little hazel bonsai. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. That is the tools I use for cutting. I'll put links to them all below in this video. Right, thanks for watching, guys. This is Bill signing off for Bill's Bonsai. Thank you again. Cheers now. Bye-bye.